It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Say hello to the folks.
Hey, hello to the folks.
Hey, Shaquille O'Neal is here. Say hey to the folks.
Hey, what up, folks?
The NBA's really rolling along at this point. Tonight we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers as they play against the Sacramento Kings out at Golden One Center. Looking at the Kings, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And Kenny, we have lots to talk about. One thing coming up on the horizon, the trade deadline. Front offices have had time to evaluate rosters. What are your feelings about blockbuster in-season trades?
Huge deals are rare in the season, Ernie. You know,
Huge
typically
deals.
Huge deals. You know, but typically they come in the offseason because teams have time to nurture and bring them together. But there have been some great trades in midseason. So you can find new life right after the trade deadline, a la Clyde Drexler of the Houston Rockets, to get us our second championship.
Good point. New players would be slow to acclimate. But, Ernie, I think at times you risk disrupting chemistry.
Sometimes worth the risk and sometimes not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't.
Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I liked that side of the game." And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And tonight, Chris, a couple talented young teams facing off.
Yeah, and with games like this, you know, you have to temper your expectations and just say, wait a minute, I'm enjoying this game for this moment because in 2, 3, or 4 of these years, some of these kids are going to be flat-out superstars.
Can you spot them? Some kids come in with a lot of headlines. Other kids come in and a little bit under the radar. But with your trained eye, how confident are you feeling when you look at a kid knowing what his trajectory is going to be?
I'm very confident if I watch them in interaction and in physical play, whether 3-on-3, 5-on-5. You get to see how they handle situations, how they score. You can tell an opponent to foul them. You can see their reactions. So I definitely believe you can tell a kid's trajectory when you're watching them play, as opposed to just a workout or watching them do some drills and things like that. When you watch them in the physical play and getting it going on, you can kind of tell what the kid's going to be like.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Caldwell-Pope against Bogdanovich. Caldwell-Pope kicks the ball. Lopez a screen. Just 5 to shoot. From the line, Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you have to do a ton to distract Caldwell Pope. Just razor-sharp concentration when he's going up with the shot.
Picked by Randolph. Bogdanovich passes to Randolph. Over Caldwell Pope. And again, it's Zach Randolph. Randolph's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Right in his wheelhouse. Randolph putting in work in the paint.
Sacramento on defense. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, in a game where offensively they were about as inconsistent as you're ever going to see them.
Well, because you can do a bunch of things well, but if you're incapable of scoring, none of the rest of that stuff really matters.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Lonzo Ball. Hill kicks to Carter. Randolph sets a screen for Carter. No good with the triple.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Now Caldwell Pope. Carter's missing on the three. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Well, I just watch KCP out there, and whether it's on the ball or off the ball, he's so active with his feet and his hands. He's so hard to shake. He can hound a perimeter threat all game long.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. And with KCP, he'll often draw the premier perimeter threat as his defensive assignment, which he welcomes. More often than not, Chris, he'll find a way to slow him down.
It's his ability on both ends on the floor. KCP, his skill set, that's what coaches love about him. He can lock you up on D, but he can also be a challenge for a defender on the other end.
And you really got to be in awe at the way that Kentavious Caldwell-Pope plays defense. So disciplined in this era of three-point shooting to kind of stay home on fakes and playing great position defense. He just sticks to his man like glue.
And always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the rim.
Ball dishes to Lopez. Pass the ball. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Outside Hill. To the paint. Randolph in the post. Randall on him. The shot's good from Randolph. Randolph's got 6. Now with Caldwell Pope, it's not like he's playing defense on just anyone. Greg, he usually draws the opposing team's top scorer as his nightly assignment.
Yeah, and he's earned that responsibility because of his play. I mean, typically plays a ton of minutes and never slows down during the game. All around fantastic defensively.
Here's Bogdanovich after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Picked by Randolph. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Labissiere. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Randall kicks to Caldwell Pope. Fade away. Randolph grabs the board. Sacramento leading by 6. Pass to Bogdanovich. It's tipped. It's stolen by Randall. Kicks it to Ball. They set the pick. Caldwell Pope passes it to Lopez. Feeds it to Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Carter. And the Lakers with another miss.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Caldwell Pope against Bogdanovich. Randolph kicks to Bogdanovich. Labissiere, the screen. Here's Hill. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
but just a terrific athlete, George Hill, showing the body control there to go chest to chest and finish.
Ball kicks to Randall. Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. Here's Lopez. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And in these early stages, Chris, of the season, how quickly do you start to get a sense of where your team stands and how good they can be or how bad they might be?
I would say that first 20 games is a really good kind of litmus test, gives you a pretty good gauge to see where your team is. You're going to get to play against teams from both conferences. You have some really good teams and bad teams in that mix, so you kind of see how you play in all situations. Those first 20 games, you establish who you are.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And what an arena the Golden One Center is here in downtown Sacramento. The city worked so hard to find a new home for the Kings, and Chris, they came up with a beauty.
Beauty, you're right. I mean, you have to be happy for Sacramento with how this turned out. Kings fans are some of the loudest in the league, and I've even kind of rung that new cowbell they have there in the new arena, as it pays homage to the past.
Now, here's Ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Lopez dishes the ball. Sinks the three-pointer.
And no doubt the release point is a bit unorthodox in terms of Ball's shooting technique, but man, can he slingshot it home from deep.
Good on the three-point shot.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Ball with a wide open look. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. Last game he had 12. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Now the Lakers on the break. Finished off the break. Caldwell Pope's got 6.
And the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steals.
Here's Randolph. 20 points for him last game against Denver.
That's a shot that will drive his teammates crazy. There's just no reason to take it. He should have kicked it back out and reset the offense.
And that one's good. Ingram
spotting up and showing that touch made him the second overall pick in 2016.
Hill kicks to Randolph. And here's Carter. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's good for 2. And it's 8 points for Zach Randolph.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Caldwell Pope passes to Randall. And it's Lopez at the elbow. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Skal Labissiere.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post. And he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for our defense.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Labissiere. Temple comes in for Vince Carter. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Fox in for Hill.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Fox kicks to Randolph. He feeds it to Fox. Lopez with the block. Now here's Ennis, guarded by Fox. From 13, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. Kings leading now by 6. Hield kicks to Temple. Lays it up and banks it in. Temple's got his first basket.
Did anybody see any defensive presence on that play? I mean, he's not going to blow that layup. It was wide open.
Inside. And that one good from Clarkson.
And the thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside.
And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Fox. And the Kings lead by 8.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Clarkson. Again, the Lakers.
This is where Clarkson can do a lot of damage. I mean, that in-between area.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Fox with it, now guarded by Ennis. Cauley Stein with a screen on Clarkson. Here's Hield. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
Now here's Ennis after the miss from Buddy Hield. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Temple. There's the pass to Fox. Outside, Randolph. Shot clock at 5. Nance with some nice D.
A hand right in his face on the layup. Excellent defense that time in the paint.
Now here's Ennis. Defense is right there. That one, no good. So the Kings will take it the other way.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Fox with it, now guarded by Ennis. Fox dishes to Cauley Stein. Lopez with the steal. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And he dunks it down.
Nice. The quick hands of Clarkson. Gets the steal, then right in the transition.
Sacramento leading by 4. Fox kicks to Randolph. Over Nance. Randolph missing again. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Now the dish to Lopez. Ennis passes to Clarkson. Lets a floater go. Sacramento grabs the miss. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. To the inside. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got his first bucket of the night.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Ennis. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 1:05 left in the first. Temple dishes to Fox. He kicks to Cauley Stein. Fox with it. Battles through traffic and lays it in. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Well, let's just call it what it is. Great body control on the lane, takes the contact, still knocks it in softly off the glass. I mean, that shot just can't be blocked the way he adjusted.
And that one's good. Ingram.
3-point range from his days at Duke. Ingram shoots with range.
Kings leading now by 5. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Temple kicks to Randolph. The shot will not fall. Nance with some nice D. Ingram passes to Clarkson. The feed now to Ennis. To the middle. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Fox. No good that time. Zach Randolph has been on display for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
Lakers trail by 5. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, you've got Ennis. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. Larry Nance out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Kuzma in at the 4 slot. And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And to look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for Sacramento.
And they've been doing a great job of getting into the paint and scoring inside. The defense allowing them easy access to the rim, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And so it's the Lakers with it, trailing by 5. Ennis dishes to Clarkson. Back to Ennis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Passes it to Kuzma. Takes the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Randolph sets a screen for Fox. He dishes it to Randolph. From 10 feet out, Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now here's Ennis. Guarded by Fox. Here's Kuzma. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
Well, perhaps the biggest thing is that Coach Yager is providing the Kings stability in the coaching position. First time a coach has been here for multiple years since 2012. Consistency is a key in helping this team get back on track.
And with Yager coming to the Kings, part of why they wanted him is because he had success and a track record before becoming available, something this team knows they needed.
It's very hard for a franchise to find success when they're always having coaching changes. Players have to learn a new system each year. There's no fluidity, and it adds hurdles to the team's development.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. The Kings shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Fox kicks to Hield. Here's Randolph. In it goes for the 5th time, and 10 shots for him this game.
I like seeing Hield share the ball. How great instincts on offense. He finds guys well.
Dishes it to Clarkson. And Nance kicks to Ennis. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Pass to Cauley Stein. Kicks to Fox. Picked by Randolph. Off the pick. The putback and the second chance effort by Randolph. Randolph's got it all tied up now for Sacramento.
That's his bread and butter. Randolph, a beast on the boards.
Ennis kicks to Clarkson. Just his first attempt. It's rebounded by Randolph. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hield with the bucket.
Oh, heads up play. The defense collapses inside. He shrewdly launches the transition 3.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now, here's Clarkson. 26 points for him last game against Chicago. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Picked by Randolph. Here's Temple. Zubac defending. Temple the pass to Cauley Stein. Back to Temple. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Hield can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Pass to Kuzma. And Nance kicks to Zubats. Nance a screen, feeds to Ennis. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Labissiere's checked in for Randolph. And it's Bogdanovich in for Garrett Temple. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. All comes in for Ennis. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closely.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Now here's Hield. He's covered by Clarkson. Fox dishes to Hield. He feeds it to Bogdanovich. Labissiere with the screen for Bogdanovich. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And the Kings lead by 2. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Here's Clarkson. Misses from close range. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Hield can't hit. The Lakers shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Now, here's Clarkson. Defense is right there. Caldwell Pope for 3. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Fox passes to Hield. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. Labissiere, the screen. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And the rejection by Zubats. Drains it from beyond the arc. Labissiere's got his second basket of the night.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And it goes down 2 points. 8 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
And, you know, so often we hear about a player coming out as an elite athlete, but Lonzo Ball is an elite basketball brain. I mean, this guy sees everything on the court, a terrific passer, but more importantly, he's a guy that players like playing with. He really approaches the game like a 10-year vet.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
The pass to Kuzma, and here is Zubats. 5 to shoot. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. And Chris, I know you've been executive producing and hosting various TV shows. You had a great NBA career, obviously, and it seems like you continue to find success. How's that been for you?
Well, I try to take the same lessons I learned in sports. You know, when I first got to Golden State, the first man I searched out was Chris Mullin and found out all of his habits and stole all of his knowledge, and I tried to take that and move forward. And I try to do the same in other areas. I try to work with the best. I try to learn, work hard, work my way up the rookie ladder and see what happens. And so I've just aligned myself with some really great people, some wonderful thinkers and hard workers, and hopefully it'll continue to have fun like I am doing. So it's been a great ride.
You're always learning, right? You never stop learning.
Man, come on. It's not just about a school or a class or one mentor. It's about everyday learning so that you can kind of learn and put people's knowledge with your unique sense of self and make it work. Why not learn on someone else's dime? Why go through life making mistakes when other people can kind of let you know, wait, I did this, you want to think about that, and kind of just put your own playbook together.
Mm-hmm. Now, here is Hill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. He also did a great job at creating for his teammates. So many assists tonight.
Here's Hill, 3-point lead. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Zubats. Now, here's Ball, defended by Carter. Here's Bogut, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bogdanovich against Clarkson. Cauley-Stein a screen. Hill kicks to Labissiere. Out to Carter. Sacramento moving it around. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Cauley Stein, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard. And one of the side effects of the Cousins trade was it did open up more playing time for Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, immediately he was able to step in and fill those minutes and became a much larger part of their offense.
Randall's checked in for the Lakers. Ingram comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Hey, Greg, when Cauley-Stein got those extra minutes after the Cousins deal, you could see a change in his play. Much more aggressive, much more confident.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it just takes a clear path to minutes to change a player. Cauley-Stein had been getting better and better before the trade. Having the team believe he could step in was a huge boost in his confidence and his play.
Now here is Carter. Brandon Ingram missing his last shot. Labissiere dishes to Carter. Back to Labissiere. From 11 feet away. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Labissiere's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, I like seeing Labissiere expand his range, looking solid from the mid-range.
Now Ball. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Screened by Bogut. Here's Caldwell Pope. Good work there as it goes. Caldwell Pope's got 10.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
They set the pick. Hill against Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. He kicks it to Randall. The feed now to Ball. Shot clock at 6. Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Lakers trail by 8. And here is Ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Randall. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got 7 rebounds in the game. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Cauley-Stein a screen. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Down low. Labissiere scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Oh, and these close shots are the one Labissiere makes consistently, almost unblockable, given his height and length.
And the Lakers call time here. Well, Willie Cauley-Stein out of Kentucky, a player who many thought would eventually become a big-time center in the league, was taken 6th overall in 2015. That surprised some people, but he has had a hard time finding his place in this NBA.
Well, for Cauley-Stein, some of it has been opportunity, but also just consistency. You know, he's shown some flashes of greatness for moments, but he rarely puts together a stretch of those big games.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Ingram. He's around 14 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. He had 15 points last outing. Ingram setting a pick for Bogut. Ball with the bucket.
Love how alert Bogut is. Fantastic at finding an open man and slinging the rock his way.
Kings leading now by 8. A floater. Randall grabs the board. Los Angeles has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. They get it again. And he gets it to go. Bogut's got his first points of the game.
And nobody puts a body on Bogut, and then he makes them pay the price.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. 1:22 left here in the second. Pick up by Hill. Carter with it. Out guarded by Ingram. Carter down low. Randall on him. Second shot opportunity. That's tipped.
A 7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Now it's just a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Well, he was off in the first, but he found a way to get his shot going here in the second.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Screen by Bogut. They set the pick. He dishes it to Ball. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He has 3 in the game and 2 in this quarter. He is really in a groove now.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Exactly, but you still want a decent look because if you miss, the strategy doesn't help.
Here's Hill, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And taking what the defense gives him. I mean, that time Hill got right to the rim.
Bogut with a screen on Hill. Here's Ball. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Pick up by Hill. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hill. Misses the 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Kings lead by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Dave, a lot of offense in the first half, but what does the team need to do defensively?
The rim is what we have to protect, which means that they got to keep the ball out of the paint as much as possible.
Thanks for your time, Dave. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. There was no slowing down Zach Randolph early on. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and also 3 steals. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. It's been one outstanding game from Zach Randolph.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
Lakers trail by 4. Zach Randolph is out there with Labissiere. Then there's Carter. Then there's Hill. And it's Bogdanovich in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Ball no good. The Kings shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Kicks it to Carter. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Carter's got the first bucket of the third here for Sacramento.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot. Coach Luke Walton is coming from the 73-win Warriors team of 2016. He took over a Lakers team that has just finished off the worst season in franchise history. Quite a contract.
Here's Randolph, following the basket by Julius Randle. Labissiere with the screen for Carter. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Hill kicks to Randolph. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Randolph's got 14 points. And Walton, as interim with the Warriors, got 39 wins coaching just half the season in Golden State. Chris, how many games did he win last season in Los Angeles?
About half that number. I mean, it's a project. They got to build it up from the ground up.
Here's Ingram after the made shot from Zach Randolph. Count that bucket.
And for taller players, the mid-range shot will be there. Ingram well served to knock it down.
Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. And Bogdanovich kicks to Labissiere. Carter outside. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez. Well, you look around the NBA and there are some incredible athletes. Chris, in your opinion, which players in the league right now are the most physically imposing when you see them in action?
3 people come to mind. First, DeAndre Jordan, just his size and stature, and then when you see him run like a little fella and jump with the best of them, it is so intimidating seeing him out there on that court. LeBron, I mean, you still might say he has the best basketball body ever, being that 6'7", 6'8" frame, whatever he goes by with a bunch of muscle behind it, being able to use his quickness and strength to get to the post, you just have to love it. And then Antetokounmpo, one of the most unique players we've seen with his length, his size, Mr. Stretch Armstrong, but he gets it done on both ends of the floor, and I just think his unique body style and skill set makes him fun to watch as well.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, Carter, just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Now here's Randle. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Kings leading now by 7. Outside Hill. Picked by Randolph. Hill against Randle. Hill passes to Randolph. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, they call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game. And I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up. He can face up. And he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
That free throw missing.
And what a tremendous career for Zach Randolph. He hit some bumps early on, but he's played with tremendous consistency throughout his time in the league.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, the Kings is a team that is in desperate need to get to the postseason. Second longest playoff drop in the league. Just can't seem to build any momentum.
Randle kicks the ball. Here's Lopez. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Now here's Labissiere. 9 points in the game so far. Hill kicks to Randolph. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And with the Kings, the playoffs something they're working towards. Haven't had a postseason basketball team in Sacramento since 2006.
Well, there's a lot of reasons as to why that is the case, but consistency is definitely one of them. The team has had so many coaches come in and out recently. Players know their #1 goal each season is to make the playoffs when you have a good coach around, but if not, it turns into every man for himself.
Lakers trail by 6. Randall kicks the ball. Pass to Clarkson. Lopez a screen. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. Feeds it to Ball. The dish now to Clarkson. Picked by Randall, and it's Ball in the corner. And the pass to Randall. Launches a 3. Tries again. Back to Ingram. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's just a 3-point Sacramento lead.
Shooting ability is critical in today's game. One reason Ingram is so highly valued.
Passes it to Randall. It's back to Hill. Rebounded by the Lakers. Randall's got his 3rd rebound tonight. He feeds it to Ball. In the corner, it's Ingram. No good. That would have tied it. Kings leading now by 3. Carter kicks to Randall. Outside Hill. Goes up at the stripe. Again missing Hill. The Lakers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the 3rd. Randall kicks to Ball. Back to Randall. The feed to Ball. Picked by Randall. Dishes it to Ingram. Randall down low. He's covered by Randolph. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Some changes for Sacramento. Garrett Temple has checked in for Carter. And it's Fox in for Hill. The wide open look here for Lopez. He nails it, and we're tied up. Lopez has got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Randolph sets a screen for Hill. He kicks to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot, and good that time. Fox has got his 3rd basket of the night. The Lakers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Nance dishes to Ennis. Nance a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the wing jumper. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter, 50% from the field. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Kuzma, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Zubac is checked in for Los Angeles. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. It's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of is that I have the record for going from worst to that best improvement. And I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, to he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is the figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is can you get that in game time atmosphere. You really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was so much work and intensity on it, because you have to build up so much trust. Because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that, but that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done, was get better at shooting free throws, because the concentration and the time allowed it to try to improve.
Now, here's Clarkson. He's got 9. Here's Ennis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Randolph.
And everything he's touched has turned to gold. If you are on defense, you have to make sure all 5 players know exactly where he is at all times, because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
The first one falls. The Lakers setting a record last season for the most losses by 35 points or more in NBA history.
Yeah, fair to say that's not the kind of history you want to set. But Coach Luke Walton is accustomed to being on the winning side of those kind of beatdowns in Golden State. The team made a lot of moves in the offseason to try and avoid that again this year.
And Ennis drops them both. The Kings trail by 3. Fox passes to Temple. Inside. And again, it's Zach Randolph. Randolph's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Ennis. He has 5. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Now here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. Has to call his Stein. He dishes it to Heel. Randolph kicks to Temple. Randolph a screen. Here's Temple, covered by Nance. From deep. Temple can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the 3rd quarter. Kicks it to Clarkson. There's the screen. Ennis passes to Kuzma. Off the left rim and out.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jumper.
Hield kicks to Cauley Stein. Pass to Fox. Randolph a screen on Nance. Randolph sets a screen for Hield. Second shot opportunity, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Sacramento, they have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
When you think of Cauley Stein, the word length comes to mind. A huge target on offense and a tenacious shot blocker and rebounder on the defensive end.
Now here's Ennis. 5 points in the game. There's a good screen. There's the pass to Kuzma. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein. And a sigh of relief for the Lakers back in May when they remained in the top 3 and were able to keep their draft pick.
Well, all the talk about the great talent in the 2017 draft. Not a year you want to be left on the outside looking in. Able to get Lonzo Ball because of that fortune.
First free throw is good.
And well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined. But what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room, fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up.
Now here's Ennis following the miss by Zach Randolph. In the corner, it's Clarkson. It's stolen by Hield. Feeds it to Randolph. Temple dishes to Randolph. To the middle, Coley Stein, a screen. Hield can't hit.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy dudes.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
And going to the free throw line will be Clarkson. Confident move there.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
And he can't get the first one. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
And he gives them the lead. Successful trip, despite the 1 miss.
For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Fox passes to Randolph. And he uses the glass on the layup. Randolph's got 21 in the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Over to the left wing. Clarkson kicks to Zubats. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And the Lakers lead by 1. Randolph sets a screen for Fox. There's the dish to Randolph. Over Nance. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Bogdanovich is checked in for Sacramento. And the Lakers also making a change. Andrew Bogut checked in for Ennis. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Fox with it. 6 points for him. Bogdanovich against Caldwell-Pope. Coley Stein with a screen on Bogut. 3 on the clock. Coley Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Caldwell-Pope with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Caldwell-Pope's got 13 points.
And Caldwell-Pope can be a volume 3-point shooter, meaning when he gets a lot of attempts from there, he can fill it up from downtown.
Fox dishes to Randolph. Shoots over Zubats. From 13 feet, it goes down. Randolph's got the game tied up here for Sacramento. Fox against Clarkson. Caldwell-Pope passes to Bogut. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Nance a screen. Caldwell-Pope outside. Here's Zubats. That shot off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And Temple kicks to Randolph. It's stolen by Nance. Caldwell Pope against Bogdanovich. They grab their own miss. Bogut. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
Here's Randolph against Sacramento. Zach Randolph has been on display for Sacramento. He's at the quarter-century mark. 25 points for him in this game as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We come back right after this. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Good stuff. Keep attacking, okay? Keep going to the basket. That's a good sign for us. They're going to go down for us.
Dave Yeager asking his guys to impose their will, being relentless at all times.
And I like the mentality, the aggressiveness. He sees some opportunities out there that they can take advantage of.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ball runs point with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to his side. They're the backcourt. The young pair of Ingram and Randall are at the forwards. And it's Bogut in at the 5 roaming the paint. Ball with it. He's picked up by Hill. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good. The Kings leading. Here's Bogdanovich. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope, screened by Bogut. Here's Ball, buries the long-range jumper.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Bogut against Randolph. It's back to Hill. Randolph sets a screen for Hill. Floats one. A rebound by the Lakers.
Now, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Bogdanovich against Caldwell-Pope. Picked by Randall. Bogut with a screen on Hill. Ball kicks to Randall. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Caldwell-Pope. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Ball kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Passes it to Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
That's a critical error they can't afford right now. This game is too tight to make mistakes like that.
And the Kings making a change here. Labissiere's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Lopez is checked in. Kings leading now by 3. Now here is Hill. He feeds it to Randolph. Dishes to Bogdanovich. And Hill has it in the corner. Randolph a screen. And the basket by Hill. And the Kings lead by 5.
And George Hill is a live weapon coming off the pick and roll. He can pull up, pass, and then attack the rack.
Kick by Randall. Ball kicks to Randall. Caldwell-Pope on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Goes back up. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. First one falls for him. Brook Lopez coming over to the Lakers this past summer in a deal for D'Angelo Russell. Strange to see Lopez not in a Nets uniform as he had been with the team so long, but he is someone this Lakers team wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers saw a strong center to help take this team to the next level. Lopez gives you a lot and doesn't need a lot, so it'll be a big help with the maturing of this young Lakers core.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. There's the feed to Caldwell Pope. Ball kicks to Lopez. They set the screen for three. Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Picked by Randolph. Hill kicks to Randolph. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
A meteoric ascent for Luke Walton. 2 years before signing as coach for the Lakers, he was a part-time assistant with their development team. Now the youngest head coach in the league. He's almost 2 years younger than Kobe Bryant.
Shooting two.
That free throw, no good. Talk about compiling your coaching resume in a hurry. Luke Walton, in his first year as an assistant, wins a title. And in year two, as interim head coach, leads the Warriors to the best start in league history.
Oh, it's all about timing and grace. 24-0 start. With Walton at the helm, they went 39-4. It catapulted him to the front of the line among head coaching candidates.
And you look at this Kings roster, and Greg, you can see the youth movement is in full effect.
Yeah, and Buddy Hield headlines the group as he comes over in that Cousins trade. Skal Labissiere and Willie Cauley-Stein, also a big part of this team's future. And then getting Fox as a rookie to kind of run the ship, another great building block.
Kings leading now by 4. Carter outside. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Randolph. Lets it go from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. Randolph's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Well, part of it's been their toughness, but their execution has been spotless. It's just outstanding teamwork in this final period.
Now here's Randall. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Drops in the tray.
Just fantastic to have a scorer like Caldwell Pope, a guy who can let it rain from any spot on the floor.
Bogdanovich against Caldwell Pope. Randolph a screen. That drive by Carter. The kick out to Hill. Right side Randolph. Over Ingram. That one's not going to go. And it's the Lakers the other way. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And the Kings lead by 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ball kicks to Lopez. They set the pick. He dishes it to Randall. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Oh, great presence inside the painted area. This is where Randall's most effective.
Hill kicks to Carter. Pass to Labissiere. Caldwell Pope against Hill. Back to Labissiere. Carter right side. Shoots over Ingram. Randall grabs the board. Lakers trail by 4. Kicks the ball. In the corner, it's Ingram. The three-pointer, no good. The Kings have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Outside Hill. Lets a floater go. Ball with it. Hill's there. Ball dishes to Lopez. Good on the bucket. And now just a 2-point Sacramento lead. Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside Hill. The pass to Randall. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Lopez. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Zubac is checked in for Brook Lopez. And a pretty unorthodox slingshot shooting form for Lonzo Ball. Greg brings it up on the left side of his face.
Yeah, but he's still got great balance, and the lower body mechanics are perfect. Good wrist action on the follow-through. Sometimes we get caught up so much in the motion to get to the shot. It's about the release point. And when you get there with this guy and the confidence with which he plays, I think it's a non-issue.
Well, the Lakers are enduring the worst 5-year stretch in the franchise's history. They've missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons only once, and that was back in the mid-'70s. Last season, their 4th straight in the lottery.
Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. He hits the second from the line. And the Lakers have always considered themselves a championship or bust type of franchise.
Well, that mentality runs up against the reality of their situation. I mean, they seem to have accelerated the process with some draft fortune and free agent signings. I mean, especially with Magic coming back, you know the magic is back. This upcoming offseason will be a big one for them.
Now Hill, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Hill with it. Now guarded by Ball. Outside Hill. Randolph sets a screen for Hill. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Kings lead by 5.
Nice screen that time, and George Hill free to knock it down.
Randall a screen on Hill. Ball, the pass to Randall. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Randall's got 4 points in the quarter. Kings leading now by 3. Now Hill. Back to Randolph. Feeds to Hill. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Again missing Hill.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Hield on the double team. And the Lakers with possession here. Here's Zubac, an easy 2 points on the layup. And now just a 1-point Kings lead.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Randolph. It's hauled in by Zubac. The Lakers have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Hill kicks to Carter. The dish to Hill. Labissiere, the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Randolph. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 13-5 run. Randall kicks to Ball. Baseline try. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Ball's got the lead up to 3 now for the Lakers.
And he is proving to be a gamer. You got to expect Ball to look to score in these critical stretches of the game.
Now here is Hill. Randolph inside. That one misses. Lakers leading by 3. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ingram. To the inside. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Count it. Good.
Well, as the game tightens up, that's when Randall seems to loosen up. Big buck.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. LaBissiere, the screen. Here's Randolph. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Always cool under pressure. A vet like Randolph has seen these situations 1,000 times.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Passes the ball. There's the pick. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Yeah, you've got to stay with ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Pick up by Hill. Hill dishes to Randolph. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Los Angeles making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And Randolph drops them both.
That's why his teammates trust him so much at the line.
Lakers leading by 3. There's the pick. Picked by Randall. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. With the teardrop, it falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And this atmosphere is bananas.
Well, guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
From deep. He can't get that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Now here's Hield. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
Not really blessed with the length to be a big-time rim protector, but Randall gets most of his blocks by playing with energy.
Ball's checked in for the Lakers. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 1. 30 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what's your take?
Hey, they do have enough time here if they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1. We'll see if they try it.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dave Yeager was just going over his game plan with his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Now here's Caldwell Pope after the miss from Buddy Hield. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Ball. Up again. Yes!
It shouldn't be a surprise. Randall did this in Kentucky. He likes the ball in his hands when it counts.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They trail by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Pick up by Hill. 3-pointer Hield. He's off from 3. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. this win such a tremendous emotional boost for them?
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Andrew, how does this team continue to show so much poise at the offensive end of the floor?
I'm just trying to get guys open and make the right play. I got to be more aggressive offensively, though. I feel like I'm not as aggressive, and it hurts us at times. So I'm working on that. But as long as we keep doing what we're doing, moving the ball the way we move the ball, as you can see, we put points on the board very quickly. So we're always in the game.
Yeah, this team's never out of it with the firepower that you have. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.